Friends, welcome to my hospital at Ranaghat, West Bengal, India. This cataract is likely to be a posterior subcapsular cataract, but we cannot rule out posterior polar cataract. So in this case, I have decided to do NO-HYDRO Phaco, that is phacoemulsification without hydrodissection. Let us observe the surgical steps. By this time, the main incision has been made. Viscoelastic substance has been injected into the anterior chamber. Now I am going to do two paracenteses. This is the paracentesis on the right side, and this is another paracentesis on the left side. These stab incisions are about 3 clock hours away from the main incision. So whatever astigmatism that has been induced by the main incision gets neutralized by these sideboards. And now capsulorhexis. I take a 26 gauge bent needle cystitome, introduce the cystitome through the right sideboard. Here it is. Incise the capsule and raise a big capsular tag. Now I hold this tag with a rotator forceps, lift the anterior lip of the main incision so that there is no leakage of viscoelastic substance. Go all around, and thus I do a nice rhexis. And now in this case I am not going to do any hydrodissection. Little bit of viscoelastic substance has been injected, and now I am asking for the phaco handpiece. The machine being used in this case is Oatley Cataracts 3. I am in phaco 2 mode from the very beginning with 450 vacuum and 45 flow rate. Bury the tip totally into the substance of the nucleus and chop it. Ultrasonic energy is about 60%, and see what happens. I divided the nucleus into 2 halves, and the nucleus on the right side is tilted, and it is divided again into 2 parts, and then it is emulsified and removed. And see, the epinuclear shell is still there. Now I bury the tip on the left side, chop this and remove this piece of nucleus, hold this portion of the nucleus, bring it out from the epinuclear shell and emulsify it. So the nucleus has been nicely managed without hydrodissection. Now I pull the epinucleus with vacuum, and I find that there is no posterior subcapsular, there is no posterior capsular rent. So this was a posterior subcapsular cataract, not a posterior polar cataract. And now inject a little bit of visco, and this is the time to clean the cortex. I take a 23 gauge Simcoe cannula attached to a 10 cc glass syringe, and see how beautifully you can remove the cortex with this very simple instrument. Yes, the cortex is getting removed very nicely. About most of the cortex is removed, and only little bit of cortex is there superiorly. It is also removed. Little bit of polishing of the capsule is done, and now a hydrophobic acrylic single piece monofocal intraocular lens is being implanted, keeping the antechamber formed by irrigation. And the irrigating probe places the trailing haptic into the capsular bag. The lens is dialed by the irrigating probe, and now the side ports. This is a bit of moxifloxacin, and now the side ports, that is the paracentesis openings, are closed by stromal hydration. The stroma on either side of these stab wounds are hydrated. Hydrate the scleral site and inject only little bit of fluid. Don't inject lot of fluid on the corneal side. You can cause a DMD, Descemet's membrane detachment. Now this is how I remove the visco from the corneal endothelium. I'll show this in slow motion. Here it is. This lot of visco sticking to the corneal endothelium. Introduce the 23 gauge Simcoe and direct some BSS towards the corneal endothelium through the aspirating port by flushing out some BSS. And you could see that lot of visco that stuck to the corneal endothelium got dislodged and came out. That's it. This is a nice way, and this is done very gently, and it never causes any corneal endothelial cell damage. And now the antechamber is nicely formed. See how nicely you can form the antechamber again by a Simcoe cannula. There it is. And now this is how you check all the incisions. There should not be any leakage from any side. Thank you very much for watching. Hope this video will help you in developing your surgical skills. Be a great surgeon and serve the mankind with compassion and great skills.